Are you looking to start an e-commerce store on a small budget? In this video, I'll show you exactly what you need to do to get started. I built my e-commerce business from scratch with just a few $100 and scaled it to over 2.5 million in sales. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can start with almost nothing and still build a profitable business. So, to kick things off, let me show you the first step you need to take today. The first thing we'll need you to do is free. You'll need to find a product to sell. Use your unfair advantage to help you here. Your product can relate to hobbies, frustrations, or issues you've fixed. Or maybe you found some cool life hack you want to share with others. For example, I like mountain biking, so I could look at useful gadgets for trailside repair, multi-tools, maybe bike lights. I know for sure that selling complete bicycles online is difficult and a lot of bike shops do go bust, so I would stay clear of that and only focus on the accessories. But the enthusiast market is always looking for things that will make riding faster, more comfortable, or easier. I'm also a very light sleeper and experimented with a bunch of products to help me get better sleep at night. I'm using blackout curtains, eye masks, nose strips, toyed with mouth taping. My daughter is using a weighted blanket to help her sleep at night. I also use a cool projection clock that shows you the time projected on your ceiling, so you know what time it is any time of night. It's not too bright, that way when you wake up in the middle of the night and you want to know what time it is, just look up and see if you need to go back to sleep or not. The other cool thing I'm using is a wake up light alarm that wakes me up gradually 10 to 20 minutes before the audio alarm goes off. If I'm getting a lot of benefit from products like this, then it's very likely that they'll be helpful to other people as well. After all, a lot of people have trouble sleeping. You can follow the same process in your life, just think of cool and useful things you're using that your friends don't know about. Most of these things will be really good to showcase in a Facebook ad in a UGC style content. If you're still stuck on a product research phase, don't worry, I made a whole ebook showing you step by step what you need to do. You can download it for free using the link in the description below. Next, I'll show you some tips on how you can start with a small budget and raise some money as you go. Once you find your product, then you'll need to list it up for sale. Whichever way you think of doing it, you will need some money to start. If you're selling on online marketplaces like eBay or Amazon, you should have the physical product at hand to take good pictures of it. You also need the product at hand because dropshipping goes against these platforms' terms and conditions. I suppose if you're only just starting, you don't need to worry about that too much. That's because all you're looking for is to validate your idea. You simply want to see if there's a market for these products and if anyone will actually buy them. If you don't want to list your products on eBay and Amazon, you will need to create your own online store and advertise it, but that will also take some money. You'll have to be resourceful and figure out a way to raise some cash outside your business to begin with. You can offer some services to raise the money, do a house clear out on eBay, or borrow some money from the 3 Fs. I mean, friends, family, and fools. When my wife started her business, I was the fool that invested in it. We spent £200 on stock from 5 different suppliers. If you decided to go with the dropshipping, the budget would be spent on ads driving traffic to your store. Either way, you need some money to get started. The unfortunate reality of e-commerce is that it takes money to make money. Service businesses are much easier to start on a small budget. All you need is a high-income skill like coding, photography, copywriting, video editing or similar, and just get some money together. Once you get your hands on enough cash to start, make sure to get the next thing right, otherwise all you've done will be a waste. Once you have your product sorted, you will need to validate the offer by selling it to real people. Expect it to be a slow start at first because nobody knows you or trusts you. This is the point where most people quit. Don't be one of them. Don't give up. It took us about 6 months of experimentation to land on our first product that was selling well. This is perfectly normal. Starting any new business from scratch is really nerve-wracking. You just look at the screen with a bunch of zeros on it thinking you've done something wrong. But you haven't done anything wrong, you just haven't done enough. If you give up now, this will teach you to jump from opportunity to opportunity and you'll never build anything worthwhile. This is the unsexy truth about business. If you're still watching this, congratulations, you are more determined than 90% of people. Remember, nothing worthwhile comes easy. Thankfully, it gets easier from now, so make sure you listen to the next point as it's critical to your success. Once you get your first sales across the line, you'll be able to look back at the data at what exactly sold and how quickly. Try to see pattern in these sales. As you start, you won't know the difference between random sales and real demand, so you'll have to go through a restocking cycle a few times. Once you do sell out, place a slightly bigger order with your supplier, but be careful, do not go overboard. I once bought 20 kilograms of pea protein that I was sure would sell like hotcakes. I enjoyed it for a year and a half. I can still taste it now. Ugh. Anyway, going back to your products. You might have something that's in demand, but next I'll show you how to make it fly off the shelves. The surprising secret of e-commerce is that you're not really in a retail business, you're in a marketing business. Photography, copywriting, advertising are all things you'll need to be really well versed with. Low budget means you'll have to leverage your friends and family to help you with your skills gaps. Thankfully, there's a lot of YouTube tutorials that will teach you all the skills you need to succeed. If you don't have the money to spend, you'll need to spend a lot of time acquiring those skills. But the important thing is you need to know what good looks like and what makes people actually buy. First and foremost, it's photography. Your pictures need to be clean, crisp, and the products need to be shown in the most favorable light. Include some lifestyle shots for how the product is meant to be used. If you can include some infographics explaining all the product features, that's even better. You can even think about adding an unboxing video to show your customers what to expect once they buy it. Then work on a clear positioning for your product. Take a look at these two product listings side by side. The first one is a very basic picture of a product and doesn't highlight any of the benefits, simply lists the product's features. The second listing starts off with an image of a projected time, then explains all the product features and subsequent pictures, and even has an explainer video. Plus, in the text itself, they immediately say, get the time as soon as you wake up. I like this clock so much I bought it for every bedroom in my house. It was the blue painted on projection that did it for me. It made it clear what the product is about. So you should test various angles and combinations to see which ones work best for your product. The text on your site is just as important as the images though, so study other successful stores selling similar products for inspiration. Designing your pages this way will increase the likelihood of getting a sale, so any traffic you do drive to the site will be much more profitable. Leveling up on design skills is critical. It's the only way to have a high converting store without spending a lot on designers. There's a lot of existing templates you can use that look really professional, but you'll still need to know what you're doing as you go and customize them. All this working on your store is sometimes referred to as conversion rate optimization, or CRO. Use this search phrase to find a lot of valuable videos and resources on it. There's plenty of checklists online. This is the single biggest area for improvement in most beginner stores, and if you educate yourself on it, you won't need to pay an agency to do that for you. After some time, you should see a meaningful pickup in the order volume and the traffic to your store, but there's one more big hidden technique that you're not yet using, and it can almost double your sales overnight. If you want to find out what it is and how to use it to double your sales, click this video here. I'll walk you through what that technique is and the easiest way you can get started with it so you can get an immediate boost to your sales. I'll see you there.